Hey everybody, my name is Drew Brock with Luxury Estates International. Love to show you around this new build here in the southwest of Las Vegas. Today, we're going to be checking out this home that was built in 2024, so relatively a newer home. And as we walk throughout it, you're going to notice that the features and the open layout is a lot more modern compared to the other homes that we've viewed on this channel. We're in the southwest today, so to our west we have Rhodes Ranch, to our southeast we have Enterprise, and we're just off Warm Springs in about just 2 to 3 minutes away from the 215. And if you're watching this from out of state, the 215 is the throughway that gets you all across the valley. So ideally, this is a great location for running errands. Talk about errands as well. We're minutes away from the new Costco that opened up last year. So if you're a Costco fan like myself, this is an ideal location. My name is Drew Brock. I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas. And if you're wanting to buy, sell, see this property, see any other property in Las Vegas, feel free to reach out. I'm an open book. I love to give my opinion and value to others. But also, if you notice something that I can grow on or just want to share knowledge with me, always feel free to reach out. This is how we learn and grow and collaborate as humans. So without further ado, come walk with me through this property. All right, guys, here we are outside starting the property tour. And as you can tell from the home and also the neighboring homes, that this is a lot more of a newer build, just based off the architecture and the presentation of the home. And this is a very nice neighborhood. As you can see from either side, a lot more of an updated layout, modern homes, beautiful, beautiful. But we're not here to talk about the neighbors. We're here to talk about this property. So as we move up, we have stone papers as a driveway that leads up into the garage. We have stucco walls for the exterior, which is very typical. But as we move in, let's check out what we got going on inside. All right, as we enter in, you'll notice we have a direct sight line into the family room, which we'll get to in just a moment. But the flooring throughout is this 12 by 24-inch porcelain tile, which looks really, really nice. Directly to our right of the front door, we have our first bathroom, which is a half bathroom. So it's great for your guests and family members visiting. They have quick, easy access to a bathroom on the first level. We have our staircase to the right, which we'll get to shortly. Then as we move down, let's first hit the door on the left, as this is the garage. So as we open up, this is our typical 2-bay garage. So we have epoxy flooring, a water filtration system back there. And then we do have a tankless water heater and water softener, which is really nice. Can't ask for too much more in this price range, and for a 2-bay garage, nice. Now, leaving the garage, across from it, this is just a coat closet, and also extends all the way down under the staircase to make use of the space. Now, we are in the main living area of the home. So this is the family room and the kitchen connected. And you'll notice a lot in new builds and a lot of the new modern layouts that the family room kitchen blend very well together to make sure that when friends and family are around, a lot of the conversations all together and no one's subjected by themselves in a certain room. But here in this area, we have 9-foot ceilings, recessed lighting all throughout. We do have an outlet on the ceiling, so if you want to add a ceiling fan or a chandelier, that is very possible. And they have it subjected in this way that on this wall you would have your display, multiple outlets throughout, perfect. And then we do have this window here to let in natural light to the family room. Now, let's swing on over to the kitchen. So this is definitely one of the better areas of the house, as this is a very updated kitchen and offers a lot of new updated features. So as always, let's start with the island. This island 7 by 4 feet. On the apron side, we do have barstool seating. Definitely allows for 3. If you want to push it, definitely 4. The countertops are granite throughout. And as we move on, let's check out what we got going on. So behind this door is your pantry with multiple shelving units. Moving back to the island, we have cabinetry on the bottom. Again, that natural granite looks really, really nice. Dual undermount sink. And then on the end of it, we have our stainless steel Whirlpool dishwasher. Very nice. Across from it, we have our Samsung dishwasher, also stainless steel. Then here, they actually went above and beyond, which I really like. They have a built-in microwave, and then below it, a built-in oven. The oven's by Whirlpool. The microwave, I have zero clue because there's no branding on it, but I bet it works fine, and it's perfectly how it is. Don't take my word for it, though. Never used it. The cabinetry is really nice, more modern style. So we have shaker style cabinets painted white with gold drawer pulls that go really well with the granite countertops. Here we have more of that countertops moving throughout, and it has about an 8-inch lip above. But if you want to extend that out or actually take it out and add a backsplash here, that is definitely possible, but make sure to take that lip off before you add the backsplash on. And then here we actually have a gas top, 36-inch by Whirlpool. That's very nice and a little bit of updated. And then above it, we have the matching ventilation hood here. Perfect. Honestly, can't ask too much more of a kitchen. You have everything you need. I like it. And then across from the kitchen, we just have a slider door that leads us into the backyard, which we'll get to toward the end of the video. But guys, I know that was super quick for the first floor, but I like the layout so far. Let's see what the upstairs offers regarding all the bedrooms. All right, guys, we're heading upstairs now, and the flooring has changed into this comfy carpet. That feels pretty nice on my feet right now, not about to lie. Now, do we check out the secondary bedrooms first or the primary? Agreed. Let's check out the primary first. So as we move into the primary, on the second floor, the ceilings actually have gone down. We now have 8-foot ceilings, but I'm not 8 feet tall, so I'm not struggling standing in here. We have recessed lighting, and we do have a plug-in also in the middle. So if you want a ceiling fan here, if it gets too hot, you can add that in. And then on this back side, we do have a large window that looks into the backyard and adds in some natural light, which is very nice, especially for bedrooms. Now, moving into the primary bathroom, the flooring changes back into that porcelain tiles we saw downstairs. To my right, this is a water closet, and then directly across from it is a normal closet. You don't go in the bathroom in here. But this is where your clothes would go and all that kind of fun stuff, and it's actually pretty well sized. I actually like this closet. Moving forward into the bathroom, here we have dual sinks, and so let's start from bottom to top. We have shaker style cabinets that have been painted this gray, has a little bit of a blue tint, but maybe that's just the lighting. Moving up, we have white granite countertops, two sinks that are under mount, large mirror, recessed lighting on either side, and then we do have a medicine cabinet. Hello, everybody. Very nice. And then across from it, this is your walk-in shower. So you have 12 by 12 tile that's more of like a tan brownish color, and then we do actually have a seat in there as well. So if you need to sit down while you shower, you got that option. But let's head out of the primary now and check out what else the second floor has to offer. All right, we're out of it. To our right, this is a linen closet. Very nice. Here we have an updated thermostat. Again, very nice. And then to our right, this is our laundry room. So that we again back in that tile flooring, updated Samsung washer and dryer, shelving above. And then to our left, this is where you would add in your Wi-Fi to make sure you can play your video games and watch Netflix or anything else you do that needs Wi-Fi. This is the first secondary bedroom. We have a walk-in closet on the back side. I'm gonna tell you, I think this is probably where you put your emo child or someone, the kid you least like, because it's not as bright as this secondary bedroom, as this one has a larger window, bleeds in natural light from the front of the house. Even though the closet isn't as big. So, you know, depends either way you wanna go. And then both bedrooms do have that plug-in on the ceiling for a ceiling fan. And then this would be the bathroom that the children or anyone staying up here would share in the secondary bedrooms. Same layout as the shaker style cabinets, that white granite countertops, and a large mirror with a medicine cabinet as well. Toilet, need that in the bathroom. And here we have a bathtub, and I think this is actually really ideal no matter what price range you're at. If you're looking at $200,000 home, or if you're looking at a $4 million home, you need a bathtub in every house, especially if you have young children or pets. This is very ideal. But you have subway backsplash here. Very, very nice. And then we're gonna head out of this bathroom because I don't need to go to the bathroom anymore. And this is your loft that looks out into the front of the yard. Very nice. Maybe this is where you can put your kids and display so you can have the family room to yourself and not have all the ruckus downstairs. But guys, that wraps up the second floor. Let's head into that backyard and see what else this house has to offer. All right, guys, we are now entering into the backyard through that slider door. And let's talk about the flooring first. So as we walk out, I'm introduced to this 12 by 24 inch tile. But if I move farther down, it turns into 18 by 36 inch tile. Little unique. But I ain't complaining. I really like the finish. I think it looks good. It really brightens up the backyard. And talk about brightening up the backyard. This blue teal paint on the walls. It's an interesting choice, but you know, it brings me summer vibes. I feel like I'm at the ocean right now. Ideally, that's where I want to be, especially living in Vegas. I am drying up insanely. Thank God I have a pool party tomorrow, because if not, it's getting hot. Kind of rhymed. But something I really like about this backyard is that it's finished depending on what you're looking for. If you want a pool, rip this up. But if you want areas where you can lounge, have seating, at a fireplace, maybe above mount hot tub, this is perfect for it. All finished, and it's easy just to walk around. And then on the back side, we do have a turf area for your pets to do their business. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And in the back, we have this stacked stone black mosaic tile stone that runs horizontally all the way through on the backyard. And this allows you to, if you want to add some bushes or vegetation here for the landscape, to add some privacy in your backyard, or if you want to garden, you got that here. Fantastic. And then on either side here, they've built in a mini shed, so perfect for Frodo and his friends to hang out in, or to store in your supplies for the outdoors. And then here we have a side gate to allow access into the backyard from the front. Nice. So that wraps up the backyard, guys. Let's head back inside, finish up the video, and that'll be all. Something else I noticed here in the neighborhood I want to point out is we do have this walking path, and it actually has this little area for your dogs too. So if they want to run around, touch some grass, you have that available here. Very nice. It's a nice feature that the neighborhood offers. And then there is a seated area here as well. All right, guys, that wraps up the full property tour. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like this open layout that the builders are offering now in these new homes? Or do you like in the past, the traditional layouts where each room kind of has its own section and designated area throughout the house? I'd love to hear in the comments. Huge thanks to Jiaxuan Li, the listing agent, for allowing me to film this property. Thank you again. This is a fantastic home. And guys, if you're wanting to learn about real estate, buy real estate, sell real estate, learn just to invest in it, feel free to reach out. My information's been all throughout the video, also beside me and in the description below. So feel free to reach out. I love connecting with others, and it's been an honor showing you around this home. I post every Tuesday and Thursday, so stay tuned as we continue moving all across the Las Vegas Valley. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.